Okay, so this is video 6 or 7. Anyway, so as I said, okay, so when the apocalypse occurs, you're gonna need that DMT. No, when it opens up, I mean when it occurs, okay, and you begin to see life from a different perspective, from your celestial eye, right? Height, okay, looking down, seeing all what was going on and all, you know, and you become very, very aware and hypersensitive and all that stuff we spoke about before, right? It's going to frighten you, and you're going to be unstable. You're going to be unstable, and it's going to take some time to get your stability again, you know. But you got to still maintain that high frequency, because you're going to be on another frequency, right? The world won't change. You will change. You're going to change because your frequency has changed, right? So you'll see life differently. People will even look differently, right? Okay, I even look kind of weird too myself. Okay, anyway, so yeah, okay, so they didn't think we were going to figure all this out. Not in the time, the amount of time we have. This is just getting on my nerves. I'm going to take this glove off, this one off, because I got to see what I'm doing. I see what I'm doing, but I got to, you know, this phone keeps messing up. Okay, so, now, okay, so, and that's going to occur when, Neptune goes into, and Saturn goes into Aries. Now, that's when you become whole, right? You're going to become whole. Whole. The dragon is going to be whole. The head and the body will be connected. The south node and north node will be connected in a whole new world. And the whole new world is represented by a whole new frequency. The whole new world is represented by a whole new frequency. And you got to be able to hold that frequency, because energy will be the food. Energy will be the fuel. The energy that you have in your body will be the fuel. So the person, your partner, your companion, right? When they talk about being equally yoked, right? Okay, when they talk about being equally yoked, right? That is on the same frequency, right? Right, okay. Okay, so now, and so what that beast did when he fell, the red dragon, when he fell and went and attacked the saints, right, the Muslims and Jews in Palestine, okay, is, right, what did he do? Trying to get that power, so that, because he needs the power, so, because when the lights go off, right, when the lights go off, he won't have the power to see. He will not have the power to do anything. So he needs to try to get that power, right? Or, because he's dying. Without the power, he's dying, right? And they will die more and more and more and more and more, inshallah, right? Because they don't have the power, right? Okay. So, and you got to be careful with your children. You got to be careful with your people. You got to be careful where you go, what you do, because they will try to sacrifice people for, look what they did to Russia, trying to get power because they don't have it. They know Russia's in the right. They know Putin is right in defending his borders. How could Americans think Putin is wrong for defending his borders when you got all these, you know, Biden illegals coming into America by the millions? And we're going to see why they're doing that. Okay, so they're trying to get that power because they're trying to survive, right? They know their time has ended. They know that. And they didn't think we would know it. So they tried to just, you know, terrorize humanity, right? And allow humanity to be terrorized by the events that were celestial events that were taking place. And they were calling it climate change. It wasn't climate change. It's celestial change of the age, right? It's like the universe changing its clothes, right? So, and it's changing the clothes. You see it naked, right? You see it as it is, right? Now, and some of it ain't pretty, okay? When you look at your mama naked, she ain't pretty, okay? When you look at your mama. When she got on the clothes, she looked like the queen, right? She is the queen, right? But when she take off, she's beautiful to your daddy, but your mama ain't beautiful to you. To the daughter, she's beautiful, but not to the son, right? And she ain't supposed to be. But anyway, and not in that respect, right? Okay, so anyway, so the universe changing the clothes, right? So they knew their time was over, right? Those clothes were done. right? The events that took place were worn, right? They're outdated, right? Not outdated. They're worn out. They're gone. They're finished, right? So anyway, so now they're trying to get the new energy, right? The clothes represent the energy, right? So they're trying to get the new energy because they know they're done. So that's why they went to war. They're trying to take those lives of the children in Palestine. That's a sacrifice. The wars are sacrifices, right? Okay, so now, just as prophecy states, are, okay, the first will be last. No, the last will be first and the first will be last, right? Because now those who were last did the right things, right? They're going to have, right? They're going to receive the baraka, the good energy, right? They're going to have the light within them, right? And the life, as I said, is food, right? It's sustenance, right? Because believe me, they're going to do everything they can to try to destroy everything, the resource, so they can control you, right? Okay, so you will be sustained by the light that's within you, the life force that's within you. That will sustain you. It will sustain you. That's why it's important to be close to Muhammad, standing with Muhammad. Muhammad representing the Christ consciousness. That's going to be the life force within you. That's going to be sustaining your life, your body, is that energy, that positive energy. Okay? You won't need as much food as you think. You're going to be sustained by the energy. That's why it's good to learn how to fast now, so that you can learn how your body will be accustomed to being sustained by energy, not by physical food, and by the divine energy of Allah. And that's why when Muslims fast, they pray to Allah and they read the Quran, so they get more energy from Allah to sustain them while they are fasting. So when go through the tribulation and the food is challenged and it's challenged to find food, and all, you will be sustained by the energy come from Allah, celestial energy, divine energy within you. But you're going to need to be standing with Muhammad, that is the Christ consciousness, so you can connect, so you can cosmically integrate with the celestial energy, right? Okay, so you'll be standing with, harmonically converged, cosmically integrated with the heaven, okay? Cosmically converged, planetarily aligned, right? With the new Christ consciousness, so you can be cosmically integrated, so you can get that divine energy that will sustain you during the unveiling, which is represented by the apocalypse. The unveiling of those things that were hidden, right? When the universe was covered, right? Now that old order is going to be uncovered, and you will see those things that were hidden, and they're not going to be pretty, right? Those ugly things are not going to be pretty. And I don't want to compare that to your mama. No, undressed. No, I'm not going to stuck for that. But no, they're evil whore. You're going all those things, because that was the mama of the yesteryear. The whore of Babylon was the mama of yesteryear, right? That was the mama of yesteryear, the whore of Babylon, and that whore was a man. That whore was a man, not a woman. It was a man, not even a transgender. It was a man, right? It was a hobo, because they practiced homosexuality, because that outcast dragon didn't have a wife. He wasn't given a woman. And that's another thing that made him so jealous of man. Man has a woman, right? He ain't got another man. He got a woman. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so now, just as prophecy states, okay. Oh, just as the prophecy states, during this time, what will the aristocrats be doing? Taken to the mountains. What are they doing now? Trying to build themselves bunkers underground, because they know what's coming. They know what's coming. That's why they're building these bunkers underground. Just like the Bible said. And every Muslim should have a Torah, a Bible, and a Quran. Every Jew should have a Torah, a Bible, and a Quran. And those who practice Christianity go back to Hebrew, revert. That means return to the believing state of humanity that is designed for the believing state that humanity was to be, that to stand in, right? And that is Islam. Their spiritual foundation, go back to their spiritual foundation, which is in Islam, right? And then they will be, as we said, spiritually related to all the prophets, right? They'll have the spiritual heritage of Prophet Abraham, right? The spiritual heritage of the Hebrew Israelites is in Islam. And Islam is for everybody. Alhamdulillah. Judaism isn't for everybody because everybody is not of a Hebrew Israelite. Just like I can't be a European. I can assimilate with the Europeans, but I cannot be a European. I cannot be a white woman. I can't be a Mexican woman. I can't be a European woman. I can only be a Hebrew Israelite, Afro-Kemetic woman, descendant of Al-Kibuland. Al-Kibuland, mashallah. Okay? So, and I ain't trying to be a European woman. I like being exactly who I am, alhamdulillah. Just as others like being who they are, right? But an Ashkenazi cannot be a Hebrew Israelite. They just can't. Because they are not of that ancestral heritage. They are not of that DNA. I don't have the DNA of a European. Okay, that's not my ancestral heritage. It's my culture heritage, the aspect of my culture heritage that I identify with. Yes, it's my aspect of my ethnicity, but my ethnicity is not my DNA. It's not my ancestral heritage, right? It's like a social, a culture in which a cultural, social identity, right? Okay, I identify with them ethnically, but not ancestrally, okay, other than being human. Okay, now, okay, so you see them trying to take to the mountains now. They're trying to build all that bunkers in Hawaii, right? Isolate themselves, right? By doing away with the natives, right? Maui and the fires, right? Okay, so you see them taken to the mountains because they know what time it is. They know when the Christ comes, right? He said he's going to bring hell with him. What do you think that comet is? That comet is hell. That's the hell he's bringing with him, right? To destroy that old Babylon, or the old 50,000 celestial year cycle, right? To destroy that, right? It's got to be taken out. It's got to be removed. It's a part of nature. It's a part of life. It's an aspect of life. It's got to go, right? But they don't have to go. They just don't have to be evil. They ain't got to go. It's them doing it to themselves. Ain't nobody trying to hurt them. Ain't nobody really want them to go. They just can't be evil. They can't be up and try to destroy people, kill people, toxify their body, alter the food, and corrupt the children and rape the children. They can't be acting like a devil in the house, killing up the family and all this. They can't be doing that. That's why they got to go. They ain't got to go because, we just want them to go. No, we want them to stop that damn evil. Stop being evil, but they can't because they possessed. They did that so long. They demonic. They got they under that spell. That the brain is taking over. They done. They got the fork in them. So that's why they got to go. And they trying to take over to control the new world, the new vibration, the new humanity. By destroying, those who have the light. They're filled with the light, the divine consciousness that's sustaining their life. Connects them to Allah. Ain't nobody trying to want to hurt them. Don't nobody trying to hurt them. They doing it to themselves. Who started who's doing all that violence in Palestine? Who attacked Russia? Who's trying to go to Russia, France? Who's talking all that trash? Oh, buy dinner? Who's letting all these illegals in? Oh, buy dinner? Who's being not peaceful? Oh, buy dinner? Who's supporting genocide? Many Western nations. The former colonizers. They're the ones who's doing it. Ain't nobody attacking them. They're attacking humanity. Who did 9/11? It wasn't the Muslims. Who attacked Iraq and trying to attack Iran? Right? Okay. Now, anyway, so you see them trying to bury themselves in bunkers. Because what? They know the prophecy. What's going to happen? They're going to be saying, oh, save them from the one who sits on high. And let the mountains fall on them. Because they know how bad it's going to be. But right now they think they can hide in the mountains. Right? Okay. Okay. And wait till it's over and come out again. Right? And everything will be okay. Right? So, now we said... Okay, so we said, Mashallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the arrival of the harbinger, the avatar of the Christ consciousness, the avatar, awakener of the Christ consciousness of Islam, arrived over Al-Aqsa Mosque, Safar 2024, 1432, January 28th, 2011. So, let us do remember, mashallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the harbinger, the avatar of the avatar and activator of the Christ consciousness of Islam is directly related to the embodiment of the avatar of the August 16th, 1987, which was Ramadan 20. No, that wasn't Ramadan 20. No, that wasn't Ramadan 20. Oh, I forget the Islamic, what it was on the Islamic calendar, but it was August 16, 1987, the planetary harmonic convergence, which the avatar for that is Muhammad Hussein Ahmed Abdu. Muhammad Hussein Abdu is the grandson of the celestial maternal grandfather, and Muhammad Hussein Ahmed Abdu is the father of the embodiment avatar and celestial activator, the harbinger, the activator of the Christ consciousness, right? Okay, of Islam. So, Ramadan Umrah, Global MJLA, Purple Royals, let us all be in positive good standing with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Christ consciousness, and be among those who will have achieved a positive outcome for our fast, mashallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before Laylat al-Qadr, Ramadan 27, 1445, which will be April 6th, and the day before the resurrection of the Christ consciousness, which will be Ramadan 28, 1445, April 7th, mashallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, 2024, and then to be followed by the Great Celestial Seal, the Great Celestial Seal is once again placed in the heavens to mark the absolute end of the 50,000 celestial year cycle, celestial yesteryear cycle, and all the lights, which represent the life force of the yesteryear celestial year, which represents the life of the life force of the yesteryear celestial yesteryear cycle, if I said that correctly, and which represents the life force of, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway, which represents the life force of the yesteryear 50,000 celestial year cycle. And it will come to an end. Shut off. All the lights will be shut off. Right. All the life force will be shut off by the divine light of the Phenix Ramadan golden lotus black second new moon in the celestial house of Aries. Right. Okay. And it will be a solar eclipse accompanied by an asteroid. Right, Ramadan 29, 1445, April 8th, 2024. We're going to go to video 7.